So for the last day of the 12 days of anime, I'll be talking about what is as of now my favorite series, and that is Claymore. Thinking back, this year is probably the best for me as far as anime and manga go. Considering this is the year I came across a lot of my favorite anime, as well as all my favorite manga except one. I remember coming across Claymore in a few top 10 lists, as well as the video by Shadow ACS back when I was following his channel. But I decided to stay away from it because it had an all-female cast. And trust me, that never ends well. After one day deciding to watch it, and well, here it is at the top of my list. So while watching the anime, my favorite episodes were Claire's flashbacks, cause well, Teresa's awesome. And my favorite moment in those episodes were Teresa's fights with Irene and the rest of the Claymores. Cause put simply, that fight was Teresa at her most badass. I mean, she effortlessly owned the number 2, 3, 4, and 5. But not only that, she wasn't even using her demon powers, but simply brute strength. And even when the character Priscilla kinda awakened, she was just like, I'm gonna use 10% of my powers, and went on to defeat her while using only 10%. And when Priscilla killed her, I was like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I pretty much guessed she was gonna die at some point due to this being a flashback and all, but that was just a dick move.
If you must play with your quick sword, be mindful of the sleeping child.
How very disappointing. Appealing to emotion won't save you.
Don't stop now. That fancy sword of yours doesn't work unless it's moving. Well, you're definitely better than you used to be. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't think I'm ready to die just yet. Fine then. I've run out of options. Just this once, I'll put a bit of effort into it.
And then probably the most awesome moment in the entire series is Teresa's return in the manga. Worth noting is that the manga took a dip in quality at some point due to pacing issues and power levels, and that final battle just dragged on to the point of annoyance. But then this moment happened, and it was almost impossible not to rejoice and get hyped. If you didn't rejoice at the moment, then chances are you are dead inside. And even the Dragon Balls couldn't revive you. Of course, after she was revived, she had a pretty touching moment with Claire, and then laid the ass whooping on the other awakened being whose name I really don't remember. And then going on to awaken, despite that not making much sense, but me not caring, cause it was awesome. And as expected, curb stomped Priscilla like it was nothing.